I'm gonna really make the editing really hard on this episode.
Oh, that's on
It's on me this
There
week.
you go.
So.
But but that guy is also in this great movie called I, Tonya with that really hot chick from
I, Tonya's
Margot
good movie.
Robbie.
It's great. Margot Robbie, yeah. Smoke show. But he plays like a guy who basically just like leaks the whole
She
thing.
was in her early 20s when she got it. Did you know that Scarlett Johansson was in her early 20s when she started with the Avengers shit?
Yeah, well, dude, Scarlett.
Could you imagine being
Scarlett Johansson was like, she was in Lost in Translation with Bill Murray, and she was really young and sexy back then and stuff. Which out of the breakup movies from that were her and Lost in Translation, and I think her is by far a more superior movie. But
And then wasn't she in like this? She was in this old movie where like
she's in this movie. I'll tell you what,
based on a book.
Not to cut you off, but she's in this like sci-fi movie, and you get to see her titties and pussy, and it's fucking awesome.
Oh, you're Under the Skin.
Under the Skin?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Under the Skin
Well,
is
only if you turn the brightness up.
It's a great movie.
Well, still, but and also it's a fucking
It's a
awesome
really good
movie.
movie.
But then it's like even bigger perk. Like I was sitting there and I was like, holy shit! That was also I was watching The Favorite, which is a great A24
I
film.
love The Favorite.
It's awesome, but you get to see Emma.
I like The
Emma
Lobster
Stone's,
a lot more. Have you seen The
The
Lobster?
Lobster's amazing.
Okay.
The Lobster, that I love that director. He's fucking awesome.
The
The
Lobster's
Lobster's
not made
great.
anything since The Favorite?
The Favorite was last name. Well, that was
Killing
like
of a Sacred
2018.
Deer.
That was like 2018, so it's pretty recent. But he made The Lobster, then he made Killing of a Sacred Deer, which is really good.
We saw that in theaters.
The Lobster's still my favorite out of those.
The Lobster is so funny. The Lobster is one of those movies where it feels like a drama. It's like the perfect dark humor of like it's so
Dry.
The way he builds his universes are really great. Like there's like a set rule in the universe,
and he sticks to it. Like the opening scene in The Lobster just explains everything right off the bat, with also setting the tone.
And Colin Farrell is such a great choice for both of those movies.
He's always good in those roles, like in Bruges, where he's not like aware that the movie, like he's not aware that it's a movie, but he's aware of like the movie that he's in and the tone and everything.
Whenever he's a part of anything that's big budget, it always sucks.
Harry
Like
Potter,
Alexander the Great.
or not Harry Potter. It was Fantastic Beasts.
Yeah, I was like, who's he in Harry Potter?
He was in the Fantastic Beasts.
I never
He was
saw
the main
those.
antagonist.
I was telling this with Flash Kids. I was like, if Harry Potter's not involved, why the fuck do I care about like that wizard universe?
That's
I don't.
the thing, man.
I didn't like Fantastic Beasts, and then the second movie they tried to make after that wasn't that good.
You know who I've slowly realized is one of my favorite actors that like I've always really loved, but recently
Kevin Spacey.
I love Kevin Spacey
Yeah.
as a
You
person.
do
I just
love
like.
Kevin Spacey.
No,
I
I
was
just
agreeing
mean,
that you do love him.
No, I just mean like I love what he does. Like I know his acting's okay, but like who he is as a person, I really enjoy.
Oh, he's a great benefactor.
Did you see him reading poetry aloud on
Yes.
like, the steps of some
and I said that's why I love you, Kevin.
yeah. I like when he's in character and he's like doing this like weird trope thing.
And he does like Christmas, the like Thanksgiving and
Yeah.
Christmas
that was
videos.
good.
That's Frank Underwood. He's like, season's greetings, and it's
They
like
thought
it's
they
been
could kill
6
me.
years since
That's
he's been
where
on
Frank
House of
Underwood's from, senator from South Carolina.
Hey,
Yeah, that's right. We're proud of that one.
Hey,
But one of my favorite actors that like I've always really liked, I never knew his name until recently though. It's Michael Stuhlbarg.
what's he done?
He's I love him so much. Everything. He's such a good actor. He's in A Serious Man. He's the dad in Call Me by Your Name, and he's the antagonist in the Bryan Cranston show Your Honor.
Call Me by Your Name.
He's one of those
can't put
actors.
a face to him.
He's one
Call
of those
Me by Your
actors. If
Name.
you saw him, everyone knows his face, but no one knows his name.
because he doesn't. I don't think he. Well, A Serious Man didn't get a huge release.
Such a
haven't
good
seen
movie
it.
though.
It's
such a good
it's
movie.
awesome. Yeah, it's a great movie.
You know this guy.
I can look at him and
From the Call Me by Your Name was great. Did you hear? Did you?
A bunch of movies.
I've never seen that.
He's like just showing random.
I have because I've
He's
seen
showing random Persian men on his iPhone.
No, that's what it looks.
He's so
like.
good though.
He's like, look at this guy's a different guy each
You've
time.
seen Call Me by Your Name. He's
I
the
have
dad.
seen, but like I don't
That's
recall him.
I don't know
You don't
why.
recall him by his name.
Do you think there's something like kind of telling that like every time I see like a gay like when I see Brokeback Mountain I always cry during it. No, like when
I cried when I saw Call Me by Your
Because
Name.
it's
the
two
first
men
time.
kissing, and you're
I'm like,
disappointed
this
in the
is
fact
wrong,
that
this is wrong, this
we're
is
at this
wrong.
point in cinema where they can
So
show it on screen.
I hold
comfortably.
my ears, I hold my head, and I'm like, no.
Hollywood- Hollywood's agenda.
That's what I did the whole time.
Great.
like in the theater during
Yeah.
Brokeback Mountain. I
Yeah.
can imagine that being a theater in the South.
like when I saw
No, but
Stop, please!
At the end when he's by the fireplace, I like get some tears going. Same with Brokeback Mountain though.
That
at the end of that,
scene got some tears going.
at the end when he's like you fool, whatever, like that. At the end, I always tear up. But anytime it's like like Sleepless, and there's movies I love like When Harry Met Sally. That's
Yeah.
another like I love those movies, but I'm never tearing.
Have you seen Blue Valentine?
Yes, I have actually.
I think that one's sad as fuck because I more think about like the kid.
I think it's
in
just because
it.
I hate women.
You hate women?
I think maybe that's it. I'm like, I relate to this so much more. That's just guys. Just guys being guys.
Let's dig into that.
Yeah, what are you trying to say with that?
So like
what about blue's the warmest color?
But
That's a horribly sad film.
the L word.
But I wanted to actually watch. I watched all of the L Word. Wasn't that good? I would actually pass on it. The first couple of seasons are okay. But I was gonna say with Calling by Your Name, that actor. Did you hear like the allegations of him like talking about
Army
The
Hammer,
cannibal shit?
Yeah, he's just like, I want to drink your blood. And he's just like, what? He's like, what? He's like, okay, so what is this, a smear campaign? Come on. I want to eat your flesh. I want to tear your flesh off and eat it.
I want to feel my teeth protruding into each layer of your meat.
Do you think that whenever you see a movie and the first depiction you see of that person defines their entire career for you? The first time I ever saw that Army Hammer, what was his name?
Army Hammer.
It was
Not-
in the
not the
Facebook
baking
movie.
soda.
Arm and Hammer. Well, that's what I mean. It's like, what a fucking...
He'll always be a
change your name.
Winklevoss twin.
to me. Exactly.
He'll always be both
exactly.
Winklevoss twins.
Exactly. Was he both of those?
He played both. They doubled.
Right,
him.
right.
Well, they like put his face on.
Well, when I
another
saw the
person.
movie, because I didn't know the guy, I was like, oh, that probably just got hired like a twin, like Hollywood twins or something, right?
Well, I would when I was young, I remember like since I saw, let's say I saw Tim Allen in the Santa Claus, but then like everything I'd see Tim Allen in, I'd be like, oh, he won't be that bad because he was in the Santa Claus and he can't say anything.
That or you're always like, oh, it's the Santa Claus.
Well, that's
guy.
why I
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Last Man Standing so much.
because he says what he feels because he works in a gun shop.
What is The Last Man Standing?
It's the sitcom he did after Home Improvement.
yes,
It's,
yes,
it's the
That took a
sitcom where he's
break
like,
for a while.
I'm a stick it to California.
Can you give me your best?
I can't.
His actually sounded pretty
His was
good.
good.
Yeah,
I used to watch the show all the time.
I was always
Nick at Night.
I was always freaked out by the neighbor.
Wilson.
Yeah, I hated how he.
fucking peeping Tom.
I hated that he just was peeping and like Tim Allen's just like, oh, well, my fucking wife's a bitch, and
Have you tried hitting her around a bit?
He's like, I haven't. He's
Wilson
like,
just gives
With
him
a
like,
closed fist, Tim.
I would
Wilson
actually.
gives him advice on
He's like,
domestic
teeth are a lot softer than you think, Tim.
Tim, if you put an orange in a sock, it won't bruise.
Yeah.
Just letting you know.
You don't want to bruise her, Tim. Photos are a real thing.
Especially in this new digital era.
Yeah, exactly. iPhones are a stranger danger, Tim.
I just always got anxiety because it's the thing of like the way you like connect with someone, I guess, is like, you know, you kind of see their face and you see like how they're emoting. But with him, it's just like just the top of he's like, yeah, Tim. Yeah. Okay, philosophical, blah, blah, blah. And like, as a kid, I'm like, just show your fucking face.
It's a great character, though, too. I love, like, the idea of it being, like... That's, like, one thing that I find that I enjoy most with, like, most art nowadays is, like, ambiguity.
Yeah.
Like, never being able to truly know something and you, like, put your own perception on it. And it's, like, kind of, like... It's almost like a satisfying itch in a weird way of, like... You're, like, putting on a wool sweater and it's, like, if you knew what it was, you wouldn't have that kind of, like... What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
But that's what makes it so captivating is because you're like, what the fuck is that?
What does Wilson look like?
That guy's
You
like,
go
who
to
are you?
IMDb and look
He
up
like,
the
he like,
actor's
he like,
name.
he like puts up. He's like black. The rest of his
He
body
just has
is
white
black. Yeah,
face
he's just
on.
he's just like it's a weird skin condition.
I like
That's what Michael Jackson had.
Exactly, yeah.
But we won't talk about him too much.
That was
We've been
previous
ragging on
podcast.
Michael a little bit. It's
Did you
making
see
him
the
a
Did you see
bit-
the HBO series?
Yeah, I did.
Did you talk about that?
Yes,
Yeah.
we did last
Okay.
week. What I was gonna say
Did
is
you have
like,
fun watching it?
I did, and like 100% the entire time. Like when I went into the documentary, I'm like, yeah, Michael Jackson rapes kids, and like I click play and stuff. I was like, he definitely has raped children.
yeah,
Like there's, and then like they try to do a thing of like they're like, well, you know, Michael Jackson. They try to like it's very biased though. Like that documentary was very very one sided, which you
they
know
didn't even interview Michael Jackson.
yeah, where is he in the whole thing? It's like hello, but. I enjoyed it, but I found myself oddly enjoying the parts most when they like described actually like getting by Michael. No, for real. Because
Is now a good time to go to some ad breaks?
the
Sponsors for today.
the most tension came from them.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, obviously, that's like the most.
But the only reason I enjoyed the most is because I know the director's like, what happened? And he's like, do I have to? He's like, I want you to detail describe me.
And the more horrifying it gets, the director's like, gold.
They go into fucking
gold.
detail. They really do go into detail.
Yeah, he's
big
like, he
time.
bent me over and he licked my asshole and he would like me to spread my cheek.
Well, that's one way to describe it.
I mean, is it not? Is that not?
Is it not?
Great. It was the best part.
I was
It
elated.
was. It's no, because the thing is
I
that
got my popcorn. I was just
yeah, I'm like scarfing that popcorn. No, it's horrible, but it's because it's so it's captivating in the worst ways. Like because it's so raw and real. I mean, it's just really great journalism in a weird way.
It's captivating in the sense where it's it's something so real and raw and awful, like you don't want to look away.
Yeah, and you get really hard, and it's like cool.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, back to Wilson. I was going to say with Wilson.
Anyways, back to Wilson.
Imagine like your dream is to be this big famous Hollywood actor, and you land this huge role, and you're like, finally, it's going to happen. It's like, well, we're not going to show your face. So
Who was that?
Wilson.
From Home Improvement?
From Michael Jackson to State Neverland.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Wilson was
Remember in the
next-door
documentary, Wilson was Michael Jackson, you shouldn't be touching those kids.
You see, the Wilson documentary would go this, is like, it shows him driving down like Sunset or something, and he's just like, yeah, I used to come down here a lot when I was younger, or like back in the day, it was cool, a lot of spots here and there, and he's like kind of like doing that, and it does a deal of like, shows the rear view mirror and like just his eyes and stuff, and he's like, hi, I'm whatever his name, my name's Greg Fitzpatrick, I played Wilson, I don't know the actor's name, but he's like, and it's like a documentary like that,
and then he goes, yeah, and this is my life.
Exactly.
And then it just, like, the camera
B-roll.
stays on him in that wide shot.
Definitely
where it's
drone
just
footage
him
of
silent.
definitely drone footage of him like
that it?
over Amoeba Records.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that it? Okay.
Is that it?
Then he gets up.
Yeah.
That happens at the end.
Yeah.
Takes off the mic. Okay.
Tim Allen's just like, let me tell you about my 16 DUIs.
He's making like a hot pocket while there's like narration over it.
He's getting out of pocket.
Do you guys
He's
mind?
making a hot pocket.
Oh.
Do you guys mind if I cook some? That's what he says.
Put some Tyson nuggets in the oven.
I hate those interviews where it's like, what are they? I can't remember who does it. Is it like Vogue's 20 questions to like Emma Stone, where it's like, oh, hey, Emma. And it's like, oh, you just caught me as I just got back from buying some milk.
It's the worst. Well, one, it's like so heavily scripted. It's
You want to play some ping pong?
The worst one's Kim Kardashian and like the fucking like museum that she lives in. What do you want to be remembered for? And like, it would have been really funny if she was self-aware and she would have been like, I want to be known for my sex tape with Ray J, which is what people are going to remember.
They won't allow us to speak about
we're
it.
Sponsored by Raycon, so
No, we can talk
Not in the
about
ad
it.
Don't bring up me busting inside Kim K.
that's essentially what it says.
It's
What's up?
worded
I'm Ray
differently.
J. Oh my God, Ray J, is that you? I love your headphones.
It's worded differently in the ad read we have, like the notes they give us. It doesn't say.
Have you ever seen
Don't
it?
bring up, but yeah, I have seen it. Yes,
Of course.
I listened to it with my Raycon.
I remember not enjoying it when I saw it for the first time because I was like, this sucks.
I was
Paris
always
Hilton's is much
They're
better.
100% going to drop us after this and the Super Minicast thing.
Nah, man, we're just talking.
I thought Paris Hilton had a better sex tape.
Paris Hilton, I always enjoyed
On the boat?
Paris Hilton,
No,
I always
boat.
did.
Pamela.
There were a lot of
That was
different-
Pamela.
Pamela.
Sorry.
Paris was also on a boat.
Pamela and Tommy Lee on the boat is the best sex tape ever made. Like the most like
How
I was like
big
I was
his
hard.
cock is.
Yeah, he's
Good
big
God.
dick. You're just like listening
He's
to
got
Kickstart
a
My
horse
Heart.
cock,
You
dude.
put Kickstart My Heart on the radio while you're listening to it. You just beat your cock off and you're good to go. Paris Hilton was cool because she was like one of the few ones that successfully used like night vision.
Yep.
And like the people, they're
Her
like,
eyes
and they're
are
like,
just
they're like looking into the fucking like camera like they're deer.
Wait,
like,
I
like,
haven't seen
Yeah,
this. She had a night vision porno?
yeah,
well, like
so many.
because her porn tape is essentially the douchebag who filmed it. Like, just was. I
Like
remember
a bro,
when
it's
they
like a
released
bro-y,
it.
Yeah,
he's
man.
early
like-
2000s.
Don't out Brent like that.
Well, they're doing the way they released the sex tape was like he's also doing kind of like a mini documentary about it, where like he's watching it. He's like, yeah, I remember when she was like 18 when we filmed this. Yeah, this was like back in the time, and you know. And he's like explaining like the sex.
She
tape
was
before
very
you
young.
see it.
I think she was
And
like
this weird-
18 too at this time.
Yeah.
Well, actually, when I'm jerking off to a sex tape, I get off a little bit. It makes me come faster if I watch the in between parts where the guy is talking about the sex tape and describing it instead of the actual sex.
I think
I
Paris
find
Hilton
myself-
was the first blowjob I saw.
The majority of the time when I'm watching porn, by the time I'm done with it, I'm usually laughing. Because I find that I get off on very weird shit.
You know,
Really?
what do you?
From porn wise, whatever.
So what do you?
I can't see this going
in the
any
search
direction.
bar.
Is it? I mean,
In
it's
the
like,
search bar, some keywords you might throw in.
Never search bar. It's always on the home screen.
You're-
You scroll down.
You're on xnxx.com. You're scrolling down that blue homepage
What am I?
with all the
Fucking
categories.
What am I? I'm living in America. I'm on Pornhub.com. I'm
Ever
scrolling.
since the big purge, even.
Was there a big purge?
Yeah, there's a big purge of all amateur videos, and so it's only verified accounts.
Why is? Oh, is that? Was there underage shit a lot? Or
There
something?
was
There's a huge scandal. With,
I mean,
is it?
It's good that they
Which
did
one
that
was it?
ultimately.
Was
It's
it the
because
two guys. I forgot the name.
I don't know
of
the
the
specific
people.
case. I just know that basically Pornhub got so big that there was no way they could verify.
But there was a specific case that started it. It was a specific case where I can't remember the company's name. It was a porn company, and basically they would put out casting calls for models, and then how that goes. They'd be like, "Oh, what if we fucked?" And then it's like, "Okay." And they would tell these models that
that's always
this
first
tape
off,
is for a rich person. It's
first
not
off.
be
Can I just
public.
say that through that whole deal, I always hate in those casting call type stuff. Whenever it's like supposed to be casual, and they're just like, "Don't you have a little pussy, a nice little pussy on you?" And she's just like, and she's like, "Yeah, thanks." He's like, "You got a little rose pussy on you, huh?" And he's like fucking like touching it and like flicking it and shit.
She's like, "Okay."
Always when I watch those, I'm always just like,
I feel I can't lie. It's too
back, I'm like,
uncomfortable.
God damn, dude.
Upsetting.
And then it was.
Oh, you have a
then it
nice
was
little-
Found out that some of those girls were underage.
Yeah,
and
well,
then
that's
And
inevitable.
then since they have an account in Pornhub, so that started. And then Pornhub, I think, started to put more.
Well, it's good that they're doing that at least.
No, yeah, it's good that they have a better security system for that shit. But also, I in the car from the airport today. Speaking of blowjobs,
Right.
Did you see someone giving a
Oh,
blowjob?
yeah. I think
he
it's
gave me roadhead.
So, I think I know what you're going with this. So, I'm going to tell you about the first time I ever got a blowjob.
Okay.
He told me this in the car from the airport.
So, the first time I ever got a blowjob was like in high school. I was like 15 or 16.
Yeah,
Lucky.
18.
Yeah. I was 32. And no, I was like 15 or 16. And I found that when I look back at my life, I think about like the most pivotal moments of your sexual history. It's about maybe the first 10
Times.
Usually, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, to the first 10.
So but it's like usually the first like 10 times, and then I remember very distinctly the first 6 times that I ever did anything sexual with somebody was always during a really inappropriate movie. The first time I ever got head, and I like actually like had that kind of sexual experience. The first time I ever got like a blowjob, I was like getting ready to bust, was during the part in the Green Mile when John Coffey is getting electrocuted in the chair. And I remember very distinctly like being like, "Oh fuck!" In the background, I heard like, "Oh come on, boss, don't turn the lights off. I'm afraid of the dark." Oh my God! And she's like,
Oh my God, dude! That when you told me that, I almost cried. I almost flipped the car right there.
I didn't really know how good of it was. Like I don't even know why.
great movie.
I was like going back. I've been seeing this girl for we've made out. Or
It was
whatever.
memorable not because of the blowjob, because that scene's so fucking good.
Well, I mean, not even that, but it was like we had made out before, but I remember I didn't even like plan on like doing anything, but it was like, "Oh, let's go." He was like, "You want to go back to my house and like watch a movie?" She's like, "Sure, whatever." And I remember I was like flipping through like that like 70-pound like DVD case that people used to have
of the CDs.
and I was like, "Yeah, exactly, the DVDs." And I was like, "You want to watch Green Mile?"
Got Tom Hanks in it.
It was like, yeah, you like Tom Hanks and like racial issues and like the prison system and stuff. She's like, "Let's do it." And this is like, if you have to think about this, we watched about 2 hours of Green
It's a
Mile.
long movie.
Before we were like start fooling around.
Well, as soon as she saw them preparing John Candy for, she was like, okay,
John
this
Coffey,
is it.
not
John
John
Coffey,
Candy.
John Candy.
He's sitting there in his sweater and like planes, trains, and automobiles. "I like me." He said, that's what I said to her. I had like my little tiny dick out, like it's kind of shoved up. She's like, "Is that it?" And I'm like, "I like me."
I'll give you a piece of candy.
You bitch.
I like that. Like,
Do you remember your first blowjob, Matthew?
yes, I do.
You have
Do you remember
to.
where it took place?
You have to.
It took place in my.
You have.
In my.
You must. You have to. Come on.
It was in my lofted college freshman dorm bed.
Hey, dude, rich.
Nice.
Rich,
Yeah.
spoiled.
My fucking lofted, shaky metal bed.
Yeah.
It
Go
was
to USC.
sitting in the moldy dorm room. It was great, man. I'm just kidding. It wasn't. It was just. I was like,
Right.
I thought that would be a lot. I remember thinking.
I don't know. For me, I was just like, I'm surprised that a girl is willing to put my dick in her mouth, and I was more surprised by that. I didn't care about like the technique or.
I don't think I've ever
back
thought
then.
about that. I just remember when it was happening, I was just like, "It's happening. It's happening. It's happening. It's happening. It's happening." I think that was like all I was repeating in my
When I
head.
lost my virginity, that's all. Like, I didn't even care how it felt. I was like, it's happening. It's finally happening.
Nice.
Come on,
Whoa,
dude.
right?
Come on,
Come
man.
on. Hey, the ladies ain't gonna listen to this one, right?
Hey, it's a boys only.
Yeah, boys only. This is No Girls Allowed. It's the name of this episode.
Yeah,
Girls can listen if they want.
definitely not. Get him out of here. I don't like that. It's sick.
Ad reads.
Oh, okay.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Got Bush? And we ain't talking George.
No, we're talking like a pubic bush.
Like a big, a mass of hair.
A bushel of pubes.
1 bushel of pubes.
On your pubis.
On your mons pubis. You definitely do if you haven't tried the best products from our sponsor today, Manscaped. After using these life-changing products, you're going to want to join a ball sack beauty contest, right? Which Ryan and I actually have both joined on our secret OnlyFans page and got the top 0.2% OnlyFans this month.
Yep.
Because our balls are so nice. And I'm looking out for you guys too because we have an exclusive 20% off discount. That's code SuperMega at manscaped.com.
Manscaped is dedicated to helping you level up your full-body grooming game with their Perfect Package 3.0 kit. The Perfect Package 3.0 kit, it just sounds like I'm doing an Australian accent.
It sounded like you're doing like a surfer, like 3.0 kit.
I know why it does that.
Sounds good.
The Perfect Package 3.0 kit. It just like, it just, like say it, it forces you to.
The Perfect Package 3.0 kit.
Dude, the Perfect Package 3.0 kit comes with the Essential Lawnmower 3.0 waterproof cordless body trimmer and a ton of other liquid formulations to round out your grooming routine. Now, it's the best trimmer. You know, it uses advanced skin-safe technology that was pioneered by none other than, you guessed it, Manscaped. Inside the Perfect Package, you'll also find the Manscaped Crop Preserver Ball Deodorant, making sure your balls are smelling majestic before your Tinder date.
That's the thing, fellas.
Or before your, dinner with mom.
Fellas, when you trim the hedges, the tree stands taller. My penis was looking like it was about 2 inches, and then I shaved my bush, and then it looked like it was about 2.2. So that was an improvement. And you'll also find the Crop Reviver Ball Toner, a spray-on testy toner that's designed to make your balls smell irresistible. When Ryan sprays it, I can't get my face out of that nutsack.
I know, I don't like it.
Be sure to add their refined cologne to your arsenal as well. And with a Perfect Package or Performance Package purchase, you get 2 free gifts: the Shed Travel Bag, which is a $39 value, and the patented high-performance reduced chafing Manscaped boxers. So, get 20% off plus free shipping with the code SuperMega at manscaped.com. In fact, actually, our friend Christian, he has a big stinky bush, and he
recently
yeah, he texted me and he was like, hey, is this Manscaped stuff worth checking out? And I said, yes.
You heard it on the SuperMegaCast, didn't you?
Because he was listening to our podcast. And I was like, yeah, dude. And he's like, great, I need to get rid of this disgusting bush I have. And he used our code, and he's like, yeah, I saved like $16.
He got rid of the fleas too?
The fleas are probably still there.
Okay.
But, you know, his bush looks great. It's gone.
Beautiful.
He's shaved. It's very shiny balls and shaft.
Exactly. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code SuperMega at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use code SuperMega. It's 2021 and you still got bush? Just go use Manscaped, guys.
Do you dread looking at your credit card statement every month? We don't blame you. Luckily, there's Upstart, though. And Upstart can lift that weight off of your shoulders so that you can finally feel the relief of being free of credit card debt. Debt. Why is there a B in that word?
That's right. Upstart is the fast and easy way to pay off your debt with a personal loan all online. Whether it's paying off credit cards, consolidating high-interest debt, or funding personal expenses, over 500,000 people have used Upstart to get a simple, fixed monthly payment.
And unlike other lenders, Upstart looks at more than just your credit score, like your income and employment history. This means they can offer smarter rates with trusted partners. And with a 5-minute online rate check, you could see your rate upfront for loans between 1,000 to 50,000 bones. And you can even receive funds as fast as 1 business day after accepting your loan. Isn't that pretty cool?
That's fucking awesome. Find out how Upstart can lower your monthly payments today when you go to upstart.com/supermega. That's upstart.com/supermega. Don't forget to use our URL to let them know we sent you.
Loan amounts will be determined based on your credit, income, and certain other information provided in your loan application. Go to upstart.com/supermega. I had debt coming in left and right, and Upstart put it all in one place for me, and I just pay it each month nice and simple.
And you have 10 new trucks.
10 new trucks. Can't return them, but...
Welcome back from the ad reads.
Woo!
We'll record those another day, I'm sure.
It's on Monday, man.
Yeah.
I don't want to do those in front of Hunter.
Of course not.
What's wrong with them?
Just that it takes a long time for us to read the ad reads.
Lucky you get another drink.
No, I don't feel like reading the ad. But you can get another drink. I just don't feel like.
Yeah, I don't really want to do the ads.
Okay.
I mean, I love them.
I just didn't want to like stop your guys' like production just because I'm here.
No.
It's fine, man.
You're adding to it.
Don't
by
say it like
being
that,
here.
Ryan.
No. Stop.
That sounds so scummy. No.
Come on.
Stop it. You're not imposing at all. No. Like whispering. I'm like, talk to me like a regular human being. No, come on.
You know how it is.
You're a good boy.
Okay. What'd you pick up, Matthew?
Picked up a copy of Forrest Gump.
That's crazy.
The book the movie's based on.
I didn't even know that was based. That's what I hate about movies sometimes, man.
Jaws is based on a book. Jurassic Park's based on a book.
You want it to be based on just like the guy, like the director was like, oh, like
Big Shark in Ocean or Dinosaur Park.
It's always a book.
Just read the second paragraph of this book.
Read out loud.
The second paragraph of Forrest Gump.
I've been an idiot since. Can I do it in the Gump voice?
I've
been an idiot since I was born. My IQ is near 70, which qualifies me, so they say. Probably, though, I'm closer to being an imbecile or maybe even a moron, but personally, I'd rather think of myself as like a halfwit or something, and not no idiot, because when people think of an idiot, more than likely they be thinking of one of them Mongolian idiots, the ones with their eyes too close together, what look like Chinamen on Jewel lot and play with themselves.
That's the second paragraph in Forrest Gump.
That's actually the opening.
Such a wholesome movie.
I love how they put the movie cover on it, so it puts Tom Hanks's one against like the racist book.
As the one saying that. I wish they'd started the movie like he's on the bench, and that's the first thing he says. To
the guy sits down waiting for the bus, and he's just like, the thing about Mongolia.
Mongolian Chinaman drooling everywhere.
Like that's the first fucking thing in the movie. It's like, oh, okay. It's not like, I have some nice shoes.
Why? Okay, so Dr. Seuss is canceled. Why isn't Forrest Gump canceled?
So wait, it's just a few selections left from Dr.
just a
Seuss,
few.
right? But still, which one was there? Any pivotal hits that were taken?
Wasn't
or
Cat in
no?
that? Was there something?
Cat in the Hat?
It's not even like they banned.
No, they didn't take down
Okay,
Cat in the Hat.
Okay.
People made this such a bigger deal than it was. They're like, they're banning They're not banning it. The publishers, the estate of Dr. Seuss was like, oh, if we're just not going to print these ones anymore.
I mean, there's still so many out there.
But wasn't it because of racial implications?
I mean, yeah, they drew some pretty racial things.
Which I thought was odd.
There's one in particular.
I never thought that he drew any actual. I thought it was always like made up creatures or like.
Well, he did draw very offensive depictions of African people.
Oh, I see. So
and Chinese people.
So basically, what happened at the end of the day was that it's like George Lucas being like, "No, it's an alien." They're like, "Well, it has like a severely strong Chinese."
And then
accent.
the aliens are like,
He's like,
"Do you not know what you are talking about?"
Yeah, exactly. He's like,
"No, it's an alien."
He's like, "Okay, so they're aliens." They're like, "Okay," you know, like the Jedi are fucking with the Trade Federation.
But they talk like that.
Yeah, exactly. And then he's like,
racist
and he was like sitting there. He's like, "I think it's kind of weird that people are stretching and really trying to reach."
Hey, man, that's a stretch. Come on.
He's like, it's a reach that they think Jar Jar.
They're the racist ones for thinking that.
And he's like, these are going to come out on the door. It's like, really, dude? Like, are you serious?
What about in episode 1? It's like, little Annie, I
the
can't wait for you to erase for me.
The Jewish alien.
Yeah.
Literally. Yeah, he's sitting there and he's just like, he's always just like, we want to take a job.
Only with if we make a deal. Would you like to smoke some hookah?
What if he was like,
Only if we make a deal. Listen, I'm only going to let Annie go if you give me a nice deal and some matzo balls.
Do they have Rubens on
just kicked your own ass with your shoe.
You threw a shoe at my ass.
It's your own shoe, so you kicked your own
You know
ass.
what's crazy thing is that this is very similar to Joe Rogan's podcast.
Because of the mics?
Yeah.
Or because
Is that what
And even just the idea is like all this, like all like the right wing stuff that you guys are talking about before the episode started.
No.
No.
What you're talking about.
Okay. Is that not we're not bringing that up?
Unless
If you ask 4chan, I'm a communist soy boy cuck. So
the only thing Matt or I have ever defended are guns rights, and most recently Matt defending Matt Gaetz. But that's about it.
Okay.
I'm just saying, man. 17 ain't that big of a deal. That's a fucking joke.
I just
That's a
thought
fucking joke.
it was really, really odd when I walked in here and Ryan was walking me down the hallway. He's like, "Yeah, this is our fan art section." I was like, "Oh, that's cool." And he's like, "Let me bring up an honest statistic for you." And I said, "Okay." And he's like, "You know what's kind of odd is that 13% of the population commits 50% of the crimes." and
I'm like, isn't that weird?
And I said, what do you mean by that? He's like, you do the math. And he just grinned at me. Really, like a big, like that Alice in Wonderland
Ben
cat.
Shapiro soundboard.
Yeah.
Yeah. You sat down at your.
That's the facts. That's the facts.
You sat down at your computer with your
Statistics.
JonTron wallpaper. No, he just wasn't. He just wasn't prepared for the argument.
What are you saying about JonTron?
What are you trying to say, dude? You realize that's an OG Game Grump, right?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
You can't fuck with royalty.
I mean,
Royalty being JonTron.
Loyalty.
I mean, honestly, John did have a good point when he did say that black people commit more crimes because genetically they're more
Disposed to commit
Science, man.
crimes. Yeah,
Science is crazy.
science is just that's the facts, man. I'm sorry, I can't.
I mean, JonTron's done the studying. He's of course done all the research.
Have you seen the movie? Was it
Growing
Hustle?
Up Rich? Yeah,
What is it? Is it Hustle and Die? Is that the movie or Hustle and Flow?
There's Hustle and Flow. You probably talked
Hustle
about.
Terrence Howard.
Not Starsky and Hutch
No.
with Ben Stiller
With
and Owen
Shuggy Bear?
Wilson?
No.
That was
it's,
them?
It's
and Snoop Dogg.
Yes. No, but Terrence Howard in Hustle and Flow. Did you guys see his micro penis?
Terrence Howard has a micro penis.
Terrence Howard, who was originally supposed to be War Machine in the Iron Man.
Well, he
movie.
was War Machine, but then
in the first one, but then he went crazy and he was like, "I invented a new form of math."
Terrenceology.
Yes,
Or
which
whatever
is
it's called.
great.
2 + 2 =
But if
5.
you look, he has a micro penis.
Wait, was it 2 + 2? No. Is it 2? Is it
2 + 2 = 5. I'm pretty sure.
I guarantee
like
the
that.
reason he went crazy, like if he did not have the micro penis, that stuff wouldn't have happened. I promise.
I don't think so. I think there's plenty of guys. I think there's plenty of guys who have really small dicks and they're just like happy to get off.
No, totally. But I think that might have maybe it affected him.
Do you think if in sex?
There's nothing wrong with having a small.
Do you think you get partial enjoyment out of like the woman getting off, or is it just all about you?
Oh yeah.
That's gross.
I love how like I answered it
Yeah.
seriously.
Oh.
Then like the eyes just come on to me.
Oh yeah, we're both just
Yeah, man. I make sure I make sure she has at least 4 or 5 squirting orgasms before I get off. You know.
Not even that, but like I'm not gonna get off if like someone's grimacing at me in displeasure.
It has
you know
to be.
what I mean?
It has to be primitive manhood, like monkey stuff too. Of just being like, I am the man. You know, like exactly. Like
That's what I say every time I have sex. I say, I am the man.
Well, I usually roll every time I have sex with my wife, and I'm always just like, what? Like, did you like that?
What did you
You
think?
think she's ever gonna be like, no?
She does that every time.
Oh.
Was that better? Is usually what I say.
Honestly,
Is that better?
Will you coach me next time? I told you I
Next
need you
time
to tell me where to
in
go.
and out. You can't just stay in.
I like that. I say I like that.
You can't.
I want to do that.
You can't.
I like getting soft inside of you.
That's actually my favorite part about having sex. It's whenever I have a nice limp cock and I just take my thumb and just fucking like push it in, just shove it in like that, like trying to fit,
picture
trying to put a quarter in like one of those old like slots. You're just like fucking just shoving it in like that.
Why
Are you stuffing your flaccid penis in it? Is that what
Yeah,
you're talking
what I do,
y'all been there?
I curled around my thumb and I just fucking mush it in. And I'm like, you like that? And she's just like, yeah,
Get a popsicle stick next time. It's
Whatever that is.
like a stent or whatever, or whatever.
A stint.
Yeah,
We've all been there, yo.
yeah, definitely.
Right?
I just don't get hard over like relationships. I think it's gross.
Yeah.
I like barely knowing somebody. That's the only way I can get hard.
I don't really get hard at all. So
Never, at least not with women.
yeah,
I usually have
Right.
them Google image like Rottweilers or like.
I've told this story right.
I mean, don't you already own a dog?
Well, I do, but listen. The thing about
You're married, right?
The thing about with relationships too is like, you know, you ride the roller coaster how many times and you're supposed to still get excited.
I know.
So it's like I know every you know, up and down, every corner, every you know. That's why I like to introduce a little flavor, as I like to call it.
It would suck if someone clipped this and emailed this to his wife.
I'd hate that, even though this is public conversations I have with her.
You could. Has she ever wondered what it would be like to peg you? You know, for her to be the masculine.
Never.
one?
we've been
Absolutely
there,
not.
done that.
Absolutely not. Actually, the other day I went up right to her face and I clapped in her face. I did. I'm bored. That's what I did right in her face. Bored.
Let's go.
Hello.
Do you see me? Do
I
you
was
see
like,
this
you need-
face?
You need to work out more. Right now, you need.
You say it in the middle
Tight.
of a meal though, so
Tight.
she like stops eating.
Yeah,
the meal.
I put in a very heavy carb meal. Like we get like like an Italian like pasta dish.
Like
I'm just like
breadsticks.
tight. Tighten it up.
I like the idea of like
I'll
You
eat,
look
I'll eat
gross.
the rest. You just work
Don't
on
even
yourself.
worry about
you
that.
go to the restaurant with her and like she's about to order like she'll have a salad.
Exactly. She'll have water.
Yeah, she'll have a water and for food. No,
Can you just
water.
pour water in
Nothing.
a bowl with a few leaves of lettuce? That'll do.
Yeah, exactly. You have romaine back there? Do you have romaine back there?
Just put a straw in the bowl. She'll be fine.
If not, just get some leaves outside, put it in the water. We're good.
And I sit there and I hold her hand. I'm just like, you know I do this because I love you, baby.
She's like, I know.
Right? I
You're
love
always
you.
looking out for
you,
me.
you know.
Yeah. Well, you're gross.
I don't know what your wife sounds like, so I just gave her the typical.
I love you, baby.
Is that
Like
what?
that, maybe?
Oh, Hunter, God, I love you so much.
I want to
Went
suck
Jordan
your
over-
rod.
Yeah.
Oh, God, Hunter, I love you.
I want to suck your fat cock, Hunter.
Explode inside my pussy.
If you're not done with that animation by midnight, these lips are not yours. That's all I'm saying.
You better do a parody of Adventure Time.
Did you? Have you?
I have, at the beginning of last year.
Okay, I haven't seen that one then.
Yeah, well.
I also haven't seen Adventure Time. So
I've made
probably
too many,
wouldn't
I've made too
recognize
many
it.
cartoons to where people just like forget that I've made shit.
Your most recent one is the Garfield, right?
So
like
people
that
usually
one.
forget. They're like, you should have Adventure Time. And I'm like, I've already done it, bitch. Type deal.
Well, have you done Space Jam?
I'm going to.
Teletubbies?
Yes.
You've done Teletubbies?
Yeah.
Sunrise, bro. That was one of, That one made it on trending.
Have you done Winnie the Pooh?
Yes, I have. With
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
I have. Yeah, these are odd. It's kind of odd. I feel like you guys should know this. You're putting me in a very awkward position.
What? No.
Hey, well, huh?
Have you done the Avengers?
I didn't. I usually refuse to do like anything political and anything involving Avengers or Marvel movies.
Yeah, two things you don't talk about at family dinners. Politics and the Avengers.
Exactly.
The Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Exactly. It always gets heated to who's the most powerful, and I can't get into it. Yeah, no.
Your Tom Brady one might be the might be your most. I'd say that's your most risky one.
I was actually a little shocked when I watched the Tom Brady one. I was like, oh wow.
It got banned off of Instagram. Dude.
Got you banned on Instagram.
that literally got my account deleted.
Yeah.
They messaged. They literally I was like, why is my account deleted? I don't know what that was my first community strike and stuff. And they're like, well, you uploaded child pornography.
You're only depicting what he does.
And I was like, I literally am not depicting anything. And I didn't even show it. I'm like, you do not see him kissing his son at all in that cartoon. And I'm like, that's all. Like, that's exactly what he does. Like,
Yeah, he kisses his
that's
son.
like that's the
on
joke.
the lips.
Yeah.
Multiple times.
For a long time. Like, I mean, I've seen like little kids kiss their
Well, the
dad
thing
on
is,
lips
it-
and whatever, but
Little peck.
it's for a long time.
But there's also so many
And
of
the way his neck is strained during the kiss, like it's like, you know, when you're picking up a lot, like your girl, you know, the old ball and chain, you pick her up and you strain your neck. So like everything's pulsating.
You said pick up, and I'm sorry, I hate to derail this. When I flew in this morning, I saw on the flight they had this
Clown on the Wing.
this Vin Diesel movie called Bloodshot. Have you heard of this?
I have heard of it.
I finally got to watch it because when it first
looks
came out,
awful.
when it first came out, it was selling for $30. I'm not going to pay $30.
I bought it twice.
Did you see it?
I saw it twice. I bought it twice.
How'd you like it?
$60. I loved it.
He didn't see it.
What was it about?
He didn't.
Vin Diesel
What's Vin Diesel
takes
do?
a shot of blood at a bar. He goes,
Okay, well, I see what's going on here. You're making a fool of me. But it was one of the best. It was one of the best action movies I've seen in a long time, but one of the
No.
worst movies I've seen.
One of the best action movies.
The script is it was like Vin Diesel, who's like 52 at this point.
Dude, Thor: The Dark World would like to step in.
Thor of the what?
The Dark World.
Is that the second Thor movie that no one knows about?
Well, that's because it's so good that people.
It was so good that people were just like, I can't handle it.
Yeah.
Don't even watch it.
hey, the Dark World actually welcomed someone new today, Prince Philip.
That's true. Finally, the necromancy, the power crystals all have to
We,
be used for the queen.
Got to bring this up. Last podcast, we talked about how Prince Philip looked like he was about to die, and then less than 24 hours after our podcast went out, Prince Philip died at 99. So
R.I.P.
He lived a good life. Lived a long life.
Gone too soon.
he's so young.
I wish he could have stayed a few more decades.
Imagine.
See what went down.
I would feel so bummed dying at 99. It's like really I couldn't last one
You
more year for
almost
the
made
for the
100.
3-digit mark. Come on.
He was like 2 months away, I think. It's like, bro, if he
That's a shame.
If he just had like 3 more vegetables in his life, man.
I literally would have been like, you keep me alive. Like, I would put all the money you can into
Put me
like,
in comatose for 3 months. Just so I can wake up.
like I want to make it to 100, and then on my 100th birthday, kill me. That's fine.
Yeah, just throw you down some steps.
Maybe a more humane, simple way would be fine.
What if that's how they killed John Coffey? It's like just a big flight of steps like the Aztecs did and just kick him down it.
That guy's too big. I don't think he has steps to do that. I don't think anything physical would kill that man. Like I can't
John
even.
Coffey?
Yeah,
If you drank too much coffee, man.
it's the black man from Green Mile and Keep Up. So he, I can't imagine anything killing that man. That's like
Michael
physical.
Clark Duncan?
Yeah, he died of a heart attack.
Yeah.
Wait, he died in real life? He's dead?
A long time ago,
He's-
like
he's-
2000,
he
like
passed away.
early 2000s, right?
Just
Or-
saw him in Talladega Nights the other night.
He probably died in like 2009 or 10.
Ricky. Ricky Bobby.
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
Classic.
He's got just a beautiful deep
His voice
Deep
is
voice.
amazing.
Yeah, it's always very deep. Yeah, don't you put that evil on me. That's a great line from him.
Don't you put
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky
It's a shame that Will Ferrell movies suck so much dick now because of how good they were back in the day. Like Talladega Nights is probably my favorite.
Anchorman.
I think Talladega Nights might be my favorite.
He's in
Will Ferrell
a
movie.
he's in a new he's in an 11-minute short film where he plays a therapist, and then he's also making something new with Judd Apatow, I think, or Paul Rudd.
I think Judd Apatow sucks dick.
I like when I was younger, I
He's made some
really
hits.
thought like Knocked Up was funny.
Judd
I thought
Apatow
it
has
was-
made hits, but I think that
Superbad?
everything he's made since that was written by
You
Seth
didn't like
Rogen.
funny people?
Funny people suck dick, in my opinion. That was
thought it was
boring.
boring.
That was boring as fuck.
It's a slice of life.
we get to bond because we like Rush.
It's like fuck
Marshall
off. It's like-
Mathers
it's
is in
such-
it.
It's such a
So
waste
is Ray
of
Romano.
It's such a waste of Paul Rudd. I think Paul Rudd is such a great. Like if you
So
put
you've seen
great.
both Ant-Man movies then?
no.
What?
One thing I'm obsessed with, one of my obsessions is HBO original shows. I think HBO has some of the best original shows, and I was
They're
watching
good,
Vice Principals, and you're in Vice Principals.
the first episode, baby.
How do you get? What happened with that? Did you get to meet Danny McBride?
Yeah, I'm in the scene with him.
Yeah, that's what I mean. How was he?
He was so
Danny
cool.
McBride seems like the
He
kind of guy.
pretended to pick up a piece of horse shit off the ground and eat it in front of me to make me laugh. It was very funny.
Yeah, you're sitting there and like there's that chick that's there and you like walk. She's
like 13
You
and
like
I'm
walk
hitting on
away.
her.
You're like, you like walk away, and that's your character.
Yeah, literally, I'm like hitting on his 13-year-old daughter. He walks up, tells me to leave, and I walk away.
Did you try to fuck that chick in real life?
No.
That's not what I heard.
No.
That's
And
not what you told me right before this.
That's
podcast.
not. He's making up lies right now.
You kept saying, "What does that smell like?" to her.
Oh my god, damn. I know he was really cool. And then it was Busy Phillips. I had to watch them shoot the next scene. It was Busy Phillips and the other guy. And then it took like 4 hours to set up that one scene that I was in for like 2
HBO,
seconds.
I always feel like has the best original shows. Some of my favorite shows right now are on HBO.
Have you seen The Wire?
I have seen The Wire.
I haven't. That's one of the ones
a
that
little
I
bit.
need to-
It's
You ever seen The Walking
fantastic.
Dead?
Sopranos. Fuck off.
Oh, that's AMC douchebag. Okay.
I already knew where you're coming from, and I said fuck you, because how dare you? But I was gonna say like Barry with Bill Hader's fucking amazing.
I have to give that another shot. I watched the first episode.
Dude.
and I can't. I didn't get hooked after the first episode.
Dude, watch it again. Barry is fucking amazing.
The same thing happened with me with Breaking Bad. I watched the first episode, didn't get
Yeah.
hooked. Then I watched it
I didn't
again,
really
and
get
then I
it.
just
It's
got
like
in.
one of the fucking like most iconic shows of all time. You're like, I just didn't really understand it.
No, like I don't know why. Like the first time I watched it, I guess I was like younger, and then I gave it another chance maybe 2 years later
Right.
when it was, I guess, more popular, and I just got invested for some reason.
Eastbound and Down. HBO is great with Danny McBride. Like he did.
He was
like,
so cool.
Eastbound and Down, Vice Principals, and Righteous Gemstones are fucking awesome.
I want to watch Righteous Gemstones.
Righteous
Actually,
Gemstones
one of my really good friends from elementary school was a big character in Vice Principals.
What was
His
his?
name was Javeron Conyers. I don't remember the character he played.
Please tell me who the character was.
It's the African American guy.
Is he the cook? Danny McBride is like friends with one of the chef, like one of the cafeteria people.
He's this guy in the show. Look, wait, not Chevron Connors.
Click an image so I can see it.
Hold on, Vice. I remember.
While he's looking this up, I just
he played Baloo in the Jungle Book when I played Mowgli, and he was a
Okay.
bigger character. And
But I just want to say also like Silicon Valley is fucking awesome, and like there's just tons of great shows, man, on HBO. It's great.
I have to, I think, buy HBO again because I was one of those
HBO Max
people
is
that
good.
like after
HBO Max is fucking great.
after like Game of Thrones ended, I was like, fuck HBO, and then I like God.
Yeah, it's a
There's no other
shame.
reason.
It's a shame, and I hate to just be like one of those people that's like, but it really, it's unfortunate because Game of Thrones is arguably probably the greatest show ever made, and they ruined it.
So good. It was. I think I'm not one to be into like fantasy
I think
movies.
seasons like 1 through 4, I think is arguably the best television that's ever been made.
Yes, really. Like I've never been into like I don't know. Whenever movies or even shows do medieval type stuff, it always feels cheap or fake,
cheesy.
But like they got the tone like set right.
You care immediately about the characters.
Yeah,
and also there's fucking in it, so like my dick's getting kind of hard while I'm watching it. Daenerys is sexy.
Oh yeah,
and you get to see her like pussy and tits and stuff really early on, her ass.
You get to see her pussy.
You do get to see her pussy a little bit.
You get to see her pussy.
When she emerges from the fire, you see her pussy a little bit.
You don't
ever
she's holding an egg or a dragon in the way of her pussy.
That's true. Don't you get to see her pussy a little bit whenever she's sitting in bed with Jon Snow?
I do remember there was a scene. One of the only scenes I ever saw in Game of Thrones is this girl's riding away on the back of a wagon. She flashes her pussy.
Yeah.
Yes.
She flashes her pussy to the guy that gets his dick chopped off.
Theon Greyjoy.
Yeah. Also, Theon finger fucks his sister and almost fucks her, and then he's just like, actually,
she lets him finger fuck her.
Well, yeah, it's fucked up because he shows up. She's like, actually, I'm your sister.
And he goes,
oh, he does yucky yucks. Oh, that's a bit of the stinky.
Oh, me fingers stank.
That's a stinky minge you got there.
That's a stinky little fluffer, ain't it, mate?
That's a well-seasoned minge, babe.
You're a dirty fucking bitch, aren't you, cunt?
So that's how 2 episodes.
That's why I loved The Boys because of that with Butcher. Have you seen The Boys
I love
yet?
The Boys.
He's like, you cunt.
Yeah.
You stupid
I'm
cunt.
gonna kill these bloody cunts.
The cunts.
I love what
people were bitching about the second season, but I liked it.
I like the second season. I definitely see why people can like say, and I
it's
agree with
way,
it. The first
way
season
more
is
preachy.
stronger.
Way more preachy.
Very more on the nose.
But I still liked it. The only problem with the second
love
season,
Homelander's character.
The biggest problem I have with the second,
horrifying.
I do too, and I want another drink.
Okay, you want to just take an ad break and then
Hot take! Your bank account should work with you, not against you. Don't you agree, Ryan?
yes, it should.
Well, luckily there's Chime, which is an award-winning app and debit card with no hidden fees or monthly minimums. After all, you earned your money. You deserve to keep it.
That's right. There's fee-free overdraft on up to $100 in debit purchases with Spot Me. It's like overdraft protection, but better. Get your paycheck benefits, stimulus check, and tax return up to 2 days earlier with direct deposit. And there are no hidden fees or monthly minimums, plus 38,000 fee-free ATMs with MoneyPass and Visa plus Alliance.
And it's got great security. You can turn on alerts to let you know when your card is used and instantly block your card if something seems fishy. Like if someone steals your card and uses it at a fish market. Save on autopilot when you sign up for a Chime... What? Ryan, I'm trying to do the ad read, man. You can't be throwing your mama at me.
I'm sorry.
Save on autopilot when you sign up for a Chime spending account. You can enroll in an optional savings account and grow your savings automatically with 0.50% annual percentage yield, 10 times the national average. So, join the millions who have already done it. Get on Chime. Sign up takes 2 minutes and doesn't affect your credit score. Apply now at chime.com/super. What is that, Ryan?
That's chime.com/super.
I have a Chime account and I love it because guess what? Not only is it an award-winning app and debit card with no hidden fees or monthly minimums, Ryan, but I when I use it, I always know that my money is safe because
you're on that app all the time.
I'm always
on it more than Pokemon Go these days.
Always, man. I'm always on. I love Chime. Use Chime.
You guys keep up with the Nelk at all on YouTube?
The what?
Who? Nelk.
No.
I don't know. Those are like the Send It or Saturdays are for the boys kind of guys. Like they used to do a bunch of.
I don't know.
Nelk.
I don't know.
N-E-L. Well, they're just like these guys, but apparently I think that they're just like. From what I've seen on YouTube, I mean, I don't really want to get into it. It doesn't really matter. I don't really know enough to really have like a fun thing to say about it. But I just heard they're pieces of shit. I just didn't know if you guys had ran into them at all.
I've never heard about.
Never heard of them.
Are they kind of like Jake Polish type?
It's a bigger
shitty,
insult
or?
than saying they're
definitely.
Oh,
it's
so
very
they're
like
bro
it's very
dude.
fraternity kind of like bro type stuff. Like they got famous from doing like pranks at colleges and stuff and like that kind of thing.
Wait, is it the guy that would like go up to to girls and be like, "Hey, is he like kind of tall?"
No.
Okay, never mind.
They're like two like kind of like Guido-ish looking guys, and they like sit there, and the biggest thing they used to do is like
Kiss a girl without her permission prank.
They'd go in and they would like lick their assholes without their permission. No, they would go into like lecture halls and like open up beers or something and be like, "Hey, you want one?" Or like that kind of shit.
Okay.
But now it's gotten to this point where they're throwing like ragers and shit in the pandemic, and it's kind of like the whole like TikTok thing too of like
badass.
all those fucking like I love looking at like Bryce Hall and like all those other TikTok guys.
Bryce Hall, man,
because they're all so fucking stupid. Where they're just like they have that kind of like deal where it's like you make fun of me, but like look at me, I'm living in a mansion, and I'm like this is exactly like there's this documentary in the '80s called the Downfall of Western Civilization, and it's a documentary about people looking at hair metal bands. And there's this guy from this band called Winger back in the day, or Stinger or something like that. Mm-hmm. And he's he's in his mansion in LA, and he's in his bath, and he's in his pool outside, and he's slamming this handle of vodka. And they're just like, "Do you think that this is going to last forever?" And he's just like, "I don't give a fuck." He's just like, "Look at me now. I'm in this place, blah, blah, blah." And he's like slamming this vodka. It's just like really depressing. And then now he lives in a houseboat in Florida. Oh, and he's broke.
That's the thing about people like Bryce Hall is it's like, oh, I'm hot shit. It's like, yeah,
there's no.
Let's check back in 2 years.
There is no substance. Like with
him as a person.
Yes, and also his talents. And by
isn't
talent,
that the same thing with like the D'Amelio sisters or whatever?
These people are going to be irrelevant.
Yes, but they can dance or whatever. I don't know.
No, well, I don't think dancing works. I think that like the only way that works out is if you have this dynamic where you get turned into a sitcom like the Kardashians. The only reason the Kardashians are there because the show was successful and there's a sex tape, blah blah.
Unless Bryce Hall and the D'Amelio twins,
sisters.
Sorry,
they're not twins.
Sorry, do something big, like and keep making their way in the news. Like do like big headlines, like when Bryce Hall punched a waiter when he told him he couldn't vape at the restaurant.
Did he punch a waiter?
Yeah, he did. He vaped in his face and punched him. Bryce Hall's a piece of shit.
People don't care.
I fucking hate Bryce Hall.
No, you don't care that he just punched a waiter.
He's a stupid fuck.
Bryce Hall is literally one of the lowest forms of human being.
But like,
really rich, arrogant.
The thing is,
it doesn't matter because like when you say this shit, or like he's just always like, whatever, they're jealous. They always think any negativity is because people.
No, Bryce Hall, if you hear this, you're a piece of shit. You are genuinely disgusting.
And no one legitimately likes you for your personality. They like
you are a flash in the pan. You'll be irrelevant.
My favorite thing though, these people though, is when they're just like, yeah, we have like multiple business connections going on, and they like, they're making good money now, but they don't realize that like. About taxes and stuff, and like they're the kind of guys that make like $3 million in a year. They spend like $2.5 million, and they're just like, "What do you mean? I owe $700,000 in taxes?" Or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And then he's sitting there, and he's just a fucking. There's things about people that make like.
They have to repo my McLaren?
Even if some YouTuber or whatever that's really big, that's like a really great video editor, there is still prospects of like using those skill sets even after maybe your thing goes south.
Whether it's editing, just
editing, or you could shift and be like, oh, I just want to do movies now, or like who knows, whatever.
I ratioed Bryce Hall on Twitter once. It felt really good. Shit, by like 3 times.
Did he block you?
No, I even DM'd him and called him gay, and he didn't block me.
Can you tweet at him right now and just say we're talking about you on the podcast? Fuck you, bro.
You want to come defend yourself? Call in.
Yeah, do it. Do it right now. I'm looking at you I'm looking at Matt right in the eyes right now.
I mean, you did text Angry Joe and David Dobrik. Stop. What?
Not that. I'm gonna do that one. Remember when you DM'd was it Fluffy, the stand-up comedian? Gabriel Iglesias is his name.
Who did that?
I don't think I did that.
Matt DM'd him and it was just like, you're gonna die of a heart attack, you're so fat. Remember when he said that?
Oh, come on, dude. Don't put that out there. Don't put that out there.
He sent me screenshots.
You just put fluffy, and then you just put hashtag so fat. Gross. You just said no fat chicks is also.
Ooh. Bryce Hall bi is trending.
Bodies aren't normally shaped this way.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a long hashtag.
Balloon.
Guys.
Hashtag balloon.
I take back him being a shitty person. I just found out he's bi.
But sexual?
Nice. Yeah. You know what? Sometimes I'm just so straight that I like fucking guys. So actually, I think I'm bi.
The old Jim Jones method.
Like how because there is that group, I guess, where like the young group where they're just getting into like politics or like looking at things, and they're like, oh, if you're bisexual or gay, you're a good person. It's like the
I'll get a lot of social points with this.
Like that complex yet. I guess even from Bryce's point of view, because he's just like, I just kind of picture he's like, yeah, I'm bisexual. I look at dudes and I joke around about being gay all the time.
James Charles likes guys in that way, so why can't I?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like that's not what sexuality is, bro.
It's like, why can't I have that marketing behind me?
Yeah, like what? He's like, it's cool that he gets to do those things because he's gay. Like I'm like, I like fucking shit, so I'm bi. That's like what I decide now.
I've never had sex.
If you try kiss me, I'll punch you in the fucking
Never
face.
actually been attracted to men.
I've never thought about men sexually at all, but I'm bi.
And you like a million tweets like, OMG, King.
You're the best, Bryce Hall. I want to see you do slow, cool dances on TikTok.
So is that all he does on TikTok? Is he smiles?
I saw some more, and he
Well, how
just
do you fight against
he does this thing where he's just like he barely does a dance, and he like looks at the camera seductively. It's just like so
like,
half-assed all of it. Like it's one of those things where it's just like I'm the shit. And what I would love if it's just like some kind of out of shape fucking just like Puerto Rican guy just walked up and just fucking rocked him right in the fucking face and just like walked off. And he's like no, this wasn't supposed to happen. You know what I mean? Like he's like freaking out. It goes back to his house later that night. He's like sitting there. Some girl's like, "I'll give you, They even speak in like new age terms. Even
They have to raise their hand to speak
in real life. She's like this.
I'll
He's
throw
like,
your glizzy.
he's like, what? She's like, I'll give you top. It'll be lit. He's like, I don't want more top. I don't want that right now. I want retribution.
I don't want sloppy toppy.
I want revenge.
You just
I only want head from a girl that's really sick, where when she spits on my Hoxalugi on my cock, I can feel the boogers.
You just wrote your next cartoon.
There you go.
There is like a lot of like
Embrace all.
there's just like a lot of involved when you see kind of like what were the kind of like high school douchebag jocks, like kind of like
get everything
being
they want.
successful in a field that you like
That's the reason
actually
why-
like and took time.
That's the reason why I hate TikTok a lot. Like I like there's so many talented people
I
on
get
TikTok.
upset when I watch TikTok because I'm like, is this really what it takes?
And the thing is that there's always that's every generation has always been that.
Oh yeah,
It's like YouTube was that at a time, and like Vine was that at a time. But the thing about TikTok is that it promotes like people stealing other people's ideas. It's like literally like it's just nothing but people farting and like that kind of thing, or people dancing.
That's not what SuperMegaCast is.
It's the literal definition of just like content at its barest form of like this is meant to be nothing but to be consumed, forgotten about, and then you move on.
Yeah.
You were not supposed to take anything from it. So then people make really great stuff, but the thing is that you're on a platform where people are just like, ha ha, scroll.
Yeah.
Oh, no! What? Just no! It's like, and it's just like these emotions are coming in, and soon you're like, "Fucking come!" Someone's just like, a girl's just saying, "I don't like my boyfriend." Scroll. No! It's like that's what that app is.
Show me your
Except for 4 hours at a time.
Abusive relationship without actually telling me.
Show me you're on the spectrum without showing me you're on the spectrum.
Dude, you've been writing cartoons left and right on this podcast. We haven't even talked about the fact that you are a fantastic, world famous animator.
Don't even talk to me
And
like
you should
that,
go
bro.
check them out. It's me. Well, I mean,
off.
you. I mean, who are we?
Hey, I mean, when you had 700 subscribers, we were already big on the scene, and now when you have over 2 million subscribers, we haven't hit 1 million yet. So you're doing something right.
Yeah, but it's just numbers, man. I mean, like, you guys are so much like.
I wish I could say that about like money. Like tell that to like a poor family. It's just numbers.
It's just numbers.
Well, that's different.
YouTubers get
because
so fucking rich, and it's like.
It's just there's this like thing of like, well, obviously money is obviously something different, but I just mean in terms of like social media presence, like people show up to watch my videos, which is awesome and I love it, but like I have no social presence at all on the internet.
I don't know. I see you
building it
tweeting.
right now by coming on the SuperMegaCast.
Hey, if you guys
And you have your own podcast.
if you guys listen to this, please follow me. I'm desperate.
We both
And
been
then-
on his podcast.
And then not only that, but desperately follow me and like please interact with me.
Like always respond.
Notifications on.
Like go
Always.
ha 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 ha.
Yeah,
in all
exactly.
caps to every tweet.
And then make
just ha ha ha.
on my I want to enter I want like a meme like inner like joke thing where people just say like "les tout sauvage." It's like French. There's some French thing. So then people see that and people are like, what the fuck is that about? They're like, you have to be there.
Yeah, they had to listen.
And it means literally nothing besides just being like, oh, I want people to be outcasted.
Oh, okay, that's awesome, dude. I
You
love
okay?
Oh yeah, I was just looking at the fucking audio wave. airwaves.
How is it?
Hunter's a fantastic animator. Ryan and I have both done voices in his cartoons, and we've both been on his podcast.
I've luckily been able to grow enough to where I can have even more talented animators do it, and I'm more of just like the idea and like voice act. I make like I still animate, but like
You showed me his storyboard for his new one. It's pretty
I'm
good.
loving the Monster Lab shit.
I'm making a baby thing. Your episode's coming up next.
Oh, really?
You're in episode 3 coming out May
the audio
May 2nd.
actually work out fine.
Yeah.
New voice.
He voices
That's
he voices a parole officer.
Dude,
Oh.
so the takes were fine.
I'll have to show you. Yeah, I'll have to show you it.
When I first watched the Winnie the Pooh thing, I didn't realize that was Ryan. I knew you were in it, but I didn't pick up that was
like
you.
it still sounds
No. It was so good. I thought it was so good. I was like, it can't be Ryan. No, but I was like, I didn't realize it was you. And
is
then I
so
was
good.
like, oh shit, that's Ryan.
The ending he did the improvised ending, which I used, which was so good. Jesus fucking Christ, man!
I love how you
Shut
drew
the fuck
Christopher Robin too.
Yeah,
So good.
So I mean, that's the best part. See, the fun thing about animation though is that you can like let people do their own thing, and then you just
Like,
you kind
like
of
with Max with the Cat in the Hat. That's the one you were telling me about, where he just
very.
like,
He sent me 2.5 hours
so
of audio.
good.
Listen, let me tell you
Saying
something.
2.5 hours.
He sent me
Yeah.
2.5 hours of takes. All right. And the majority of it was just him being like, this isn't good. God damn it.
Oh, sorry.
Fuck, let me see here. Yeah, he would yell for a second, like, yeah, that's not going to work. God damn it. It's like you didn't edit out any of that shit.
But you kept some of that shit in. Dude,
Yeah, well,
it works.
There's this part in my tune where he's just like, oh, I want to shove the fish in my cock hole. And it was because he got mad and he kept messing up the line, and that's what he said as like his fuck up thing, and I just kept that as the final thing.
We do that in videos too. Sometimes we'll just keep like you'll start being like, and today with like keep the first little like.
Yeah.
It feels so much more organic, and it just makes it 10 times more funny.
I kept that in our when we were editing the Channel 70 whatever Christmas Eve sermon. You start when you're like, and welcome back to this like original take. Because like in your mind you're planning like, oh, that one sucked. We'll start here. Let's just keep that one in too.
Nope, that'll be edited out for sure. And it's just in there.
I love
in.
keeping in like just bad takes.
Just embarrassing stuff. I love it's like it's just kind of like that's what's funny. Like most of the times
It's
it's
a joke
not
on
even
us.
what we have written out that we like it. It's more of the way to get us to just kind of banter and like
that
just
whole
make it.
the Christmas Eve sermon thing was not. We just sat down and got drunk for 40 minutes, and then that happened.
There's that part when he there's the best part of that sermon for me was I think the prayer. I think Jackson is saying a prayer, and it's like this thing like or he's trying to unscrew something. I'm pretty
For,
sure.
like,
Trying to open the
5
wine-
minutes.
That was fully real. We just told he was just like, I'm just gonna open the wine bottle, and it'll take.
But-
he'd have a wine opener. So like,
But he sat there, and the best part was Matt kept looking over, and he was just like, he kept like looking up at him and be like, "Is this happening?" And he was just like, he put his head
yeah,
down.
you
really
can
quick.
tell in that part I have to put my head down because that was all improv, and I put my head down. I was trying to laugh.
I really like that's like the best thing that comes out of your guys' channel though is like those kind of like new kinds of takes and shit. Like that was such a fun new idea of doing like even like the Chinese dragon thing that you did.
Oh, I love doing that shit. I love
That-
doing the one-off videos like that.
I think that it's just
We
so
got a lot
strong of just like it's such an experimental, but like it has the same tone as your channel. You know, I try to capture that a lot with even like my own work of like you're always trying to inevitably evolve and progress and like try new things, but stay like but you don't want to
Maintain your voice.
You don't want to ostracize like completely lose exactly your voice. So people are like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah.
Well, I think I don't want to tease too much, but I will say that I think Ryan and I have taken that style, and I think we've pretty we've so far done a good job translating that onto
Paper.
paper.
I thought this was going to come into something that was like. It turns out later that it's like you were telling a secret about like how you were like underage sex trafficking. Or something.
No, I was just gonna say we were writing a book.
That's
but
something we wouldn't talk
That's
about.
something that we would definitely keep secret if that was happening, which it's not.
Definitely not happening though.
Yeah.
Why are you winking at me?
Because he's winking at you to signify that it's the end of the episode.
Yeah, I told you
that's it.
that's when you're supposed to plug yourself.
Oh,
Yeah, I get some promotion from our podcast half the size of your channel, man.
Hey
Our
guys, check
podcast
out
that gets 20,000 views on YouTube.
www.youtube.com/Markiplier. Check it out.
We said we
Markiplier game. Oh wait, no, he changed it, right? So it is just
It was
Markiplier.
Markiplier game. Last time I checked.
Okay.
He didn't have Markiplier.
You see,
Markiplier
Mr.
game.
Beast added a reaction channel.
Genius.
He created a reaction channel. Does he
His
react to
bank
his own
account just
videos?
tripled.
Mr. Beast reaction, and then he was already doing Mr. Beast Gaming, which got like 15 million views per episode.
God damn.
And now he has Mr.
I mean,
Beast.
why would he not start a reaction channel? It's the easiest form of content to make, and it's like, oh yeah, I can make an extra 30 million a year, sure.
It's smart. He's a smart man. Burgers, fries, everything nice.
Jimmy's an entrepreneur, man.
Jimmy?
Yeah,
Mr. Beast.
Yeah, I'm kind of on first. He messaged me on Twitter, so I kind of call him
He made
Jimmy.
a cartoon about Jimmy, and Jimmy commented on the cartoon.
I don't think Jimmy knows of my existence.
That's
I don't
not
think
so. You have
That's
that
not
on
true.
me.
That's not true.
Jimmy doesn't know who we are. These big people have no idea who we fucking are.
Yeah, but Jimmy was like a YouTube original kind of guy.
He is from North Carolina.
Then he.
I think he still
Then I
lives
hope
in
he
North
doesn't.
He
Carolina.
definitely does, and he probably rents that fucking. I bet you he has a warehouse. I bet you he rents it for like $5,000 a month, and that's it for a huge fucking warehouse in North Carolina. I would assume.
That's the thing
I've
with
had Mr. Beast
California.
burger.
It just like costs so much to fucking.
What's what I mean
have
is
a
like in
space
California
out
you
here.
can't do that shit. That's why like Mr. Beast and like especially a big one is like Red Letter Media.
Yeah, they're
they're
like
they're my
Wisconsin.
favorite channel.
That's the best
They're
channel
so
on YouTube.
good.
That's the best channel
Oh yeah,
on YouTube.
best channel on YouTube.
100%. But they live in fucking
Do you actually
Wisconsin.
think that?
That they're the best channel?
Yeah.
No, I was saying, oh, that's funny that you just said they're the best channel on YouTube.
Oh,
Oh,
because
what? Why is that?
there
funny?
might be the second best.
Who's the best? Oh,
Come on.
I see.
Come on.
I see.
We just enough people haven't seen.
It's just a shame, I guess. Like, I mean, I know what you guys mean of like Shane Dawson is the best, but somebody has to take over at some point.
Someone has to take the reins.
But rather media, I bet you they don't pay. I bet you they don't pay more than like fucking $3,000 for that huge ass, and they have a huge warehouse.
I love their set. They
should
like
dox them.
Also, they're just like super creative with their shit, like Wheel of the Worst and stuff like that.
I'm so jealous because it's something that's like they can slowly progress on, but literally there's never an end to the content they can make.
They have their set series, and then they have like one-off videos every now and then. where
And also they do best. They do half in the bag over new movies.
Yep.
So it's like there's never not a
review,
time.
half in the bag, best of the worst, Wheel of the Worst.
I always love review. That's like probably my favorite thing that they
Just
do.
when they go back and
Wait, they talk about Freddy Got Fingered. It's like one of my favorite videos. It's so good.
I watched that movie.
Best of the Worst
get
is
into
really
it.
fun.
I hated that movie,
I did
honestly.
not
How
like
dare
it.
you?
I hated
Freddy
it.
Got Fingered is so
I looked
funny.
at it, I was
It
like,
felt like a bad acid trip. It wasn't fun for me.
I feel like Freddy Got Fingered only gets better with each viewing.
Maybe
I like the
I'll
part
have
where
to
he
watch
sees
it a
them jerking
second
off the
time.
horse though. That
where he
part's
actually jerks off
I'm
a
a
horse until
farmer.
it comes.
He does.
It comes on screen.
That's not real though, is it?
Yeah, he jacked
He
off
actually
the horse to
jerked off a
completion.
horse.
Wait, so the course coming in that is real?
We don't see the cum come out, but he did jack the horse off to completion.
For fun after they got done filming the scene.
And yeah.
Ah, nice. Hey, well, it's been a fun podcast.
You think so?
No.
Okay, dude.
Psych.
I tried to be a good guy.
I'm just kidding, bro. This is
Sorry,
fantastic.
man.
tried my fucking hardest.
This was great. This was fantastic, man. Maybe
sure.
that episode with Ethan and Trevor.
Who's Ethan and Trevor?
Exactly.
Crank gameplays and Modest Cube.
Unis anus? Mm-hmm. Unis anus, unis anus, unis anus, unis anus.
It's done. Stop
Hunter, you should-
talking
Hunter-
about it. People
Hunter-
are going to cry.
Hunter, you should do a cartoon of Unis anus.
Anyway,
Bye.
thank you so much for listening. Bye.
Wait, go check out MeatCanyon's channel,
Thank you.
social media,
Patreon.
and podcasts.
Follow me on Twitter.
We subscribe to his Patreon and we get a sticker every month. If we do Megaplex.
You actually do.
Slap it on the window of the door.
I will say that's one thing I can promote. I feel good about promoting my Twitter. If you like my drawings and shit, I do send out a sticker every month, and they're nice stickers.
We have
I
them
go
all.
through Sticker Mule. They're actually very nice stickers.
We have them all up on our door right now. Every time we get we have a paneled glass door in the office, and every time we get a
Have
new
you
one,
seen
we
it?
slap it on.
I have. I
good.
enjoyed it. It made me feel nice.
You're like, damn, they didn't just put these up right before I got here, right?
Yeah,
You know?
definitely not. This definitely wasn't orchestrated for sure.
It wasn't. It really wasn't.
You can
I
actually.
promise.
There's videos and social media posts you'd see them in.
I thought it was kind of weird too that I saw all the sticker wrappings
See you guys.
around.
Bye.
Bye.